Good morning. My name is Marlena, and today I will be doing a quick overview of the Roma culture. Um, Behind me here, I've broken the speech down into 5 categories. First, we'll go over the background of the Roma culture. The second is the spiritual beliefs. The third is hospitality. The fourth is the language. And the fifth and final uh, ca- um, category, is family structure. The Roma culture. Roma means people. Now, to be honest, I didn't really know much about this particular group of people until I researched it. Um, and pretty much what the Roma culture is what we call gypsies. Like I said, Roma means people, and because the word gypsy is considered derogatory in a sense to them because people thought they came from Egypt, which is not true. They migrated from Europe. So, like I said, they're ethnic people who migrated from Europe. Um, the culture has a rich oral tradition, meaning that they put emphasis on family. And then I don't know if you've ever watched this show on TLC called My Big Fat Greek, not Greek, but Gypsy Wedding. But to me, that's what this culture was. Um, it was, you know, in the fast lane, kind of, really disrespectful. But as I researched it, I really found that the culture was very different than what was portrayed on TV. So this group of people, they faced discrimination and persecution for centuries. Um, and the reason being is it was because of their skin color, which is, dark skin, and they were also enslaved by the Europeans until in 1554 the English Parliament passed a law that made being a gypsy a felony, which resulted in death. Um, Today, it's one of the largest ethnic cultures in Europe. They have about 12 to 15 million people, and then 70% of them live in Europe, and then about a million in the U.S. All right. So they after every the English Parliament passed the law considering them being gypsies as a crime. Pretty much they adopted the nomadic lifestyle, so they roamed. um, and because of this, few attended school, and they didn't really have any type of literacy. Moving on to our second category, which is the spiritual beliefs. They don't follow a single faith. They've adapted the predominant religion of the country where they are living at the time. So some are Catholic, Muslim, Pentecostal, um, or Baptist. Um, that the Roma culture of people, they do live by a complex set of rules that governs things such as cleanliness, purity, respect, honor, and justice, hospitality. So they pretty much put emphasis on the family and displaying wealth and prosperity. The women tend to wear gold jewelry and different type of headdresses decorated with coins. The homes, they display these different religious figures. Fresh flowers and gold and silver ornaments are also displayed on the homes. And all of these displays are considered honorable and a token of good fortune. Moving on to the language, they speak Romanese, which is a Sanskritic language, which is it comes from Hindu, um, Bengali. They use some English which I believe when I did the research, it said some common names were, some common words, excuse me, lollipop. I think that means the same. Moving right on to our last category, which is the family structure. They put such great emphasis on family. They have close family ties, and their communities are typically, all of them are related. Even the extended family live amongst each other within the community. A typical household may include the head of the household, which is a male, his wife, their married sons and daughters, the in-laws, their children, and then the unmarried children and teenagers. Um, this group of people, the Roma culture, they typically marry young, um, often in their teens, and the marriages are arranged. Like that TV show that I was telling you about, the weddings were very elaborate. They had different, colors and jewelry and so on and so forth, and that is a part of their culture. So the weddings are elaborate, including a very large and colorful dress for the bride and her attendants. So everybody that attends the wedding, family, friends, everybody is dressed very elaborate. And even during the courtship phase, so when they're boyfriend and girlfriend before marriage, the girls are encouraged to dress provocatively, even though sex isn't, said to have happened until marriage. I've I don't. I really. It's an in-depth culture and it requires a ton of more research. But I felt that me hitting on these five categories would best describe this culture of people. I do thank you for listening to my speech today on the Roma culture, and I hope you found it very informative. Thank you.